Thanks, how are we all? Yes, we are back. It's another Wednesday. It's 6:30. No, it's not. It's 7 o'clock because I couldn't make 6:30. I do apologise. My name is Ken Boyter and this is Edra Tales. And this fine chappie is none other than Grocklesnook from the Bottled Imp. He is the imp in the bottle. And if you want to head over to YouTube and search up the Bottled Imp, you will find 450 at least videos all about fantasy book reviews, fantasy film reviews and fantasy board game reviews. But we're not here for that. Oh no, we are here for Blood Island by Sir Ian Livingstone. Yes, it is another fighting fantasy book, the latest in the series. That's a pretty good intro, wasn't it? Hello there, Martha, how are you? You're tired? Oh, big hugs, big hugs. Well, hopefully you can survive the adventure that is Blood Island, the dungeon on Blood Island. Could have just called it Blood Island, I guess. Although I did look up Blood Island. There are other novels called Blood Island, so maybe they thought, oh, we better put the dungeon in. Anyway, I'm just rambling, but that's another show. Jam, hello there. Evening Lee. Oh, I see, it's Lee in there. Can you guys, you probably see who's in the chat waiting. Is that how it works? And Glenn 1N is here as well. Welcome, Glenn. Good to see you, mate. And Lee here. Hello, everyone. We've also we are honoured with the Lord, with another Lord. We have a Sir in Sir Ian Livingstone and Lord Zods. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Zod, not Zod. Yeah. What? Hey, it says Zoz. Zoz. Is he drunk? No, he's not drunk. He might be. I might be drunk. Are you drunk? He's always sloshed. That's the little known secret about Grocklesnook. He does like a bit of a tipple. Yes, Zod. Oh, it is, but it's got a Z on it. I don't know. I'm dyslexic. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you, sir? Got another sir. Jonathan is actually the unofficial sir. We are all waiting for Jonathan's knighthood for services to the gamebook industry. If you don't know, we do have a couple of writers in here already. Not already, but which is really nice. We've got Jonathan with his Ace Gamebook. So if you want to check out any more gamebooks, check out Jonathan's gamebooks. Go to jonathangreenauthor.com. You can check them out. Or just write Ace Gamebooks into Amazon. You should come across them. We also have Jam. Jam is another gamebook writer. And his one is Paranormal Hero. I was going to say Paranormal Quest, but that's a YouTube channel that I watch. Paranormal Hero is what is it? Literary immersive books is James's books. Never going to happen. Oh, come on, you know Ian Livingstone well. I know him sort of. And look, I'm very proud. I am the proud owner. I'm the very proud owner of the signature. We did get this signed at the Fighting Fantasy Fest number 5 last year. It says, "Toucan, good luck." And then I'm assuming that's Ian Livingstone's signature. He might have been an imposter. I couldn't tell. No, but what was really touching, really touching is I was very grateful to have a card game published by Outset Media and Cheatwell Games with a friend of mine, Kedrick. And I'd been demoing the game. It's called The Crooked Crown. I've been demoing the game all weekend, like the 3 days, literally, and I didn't leave the stand for too long. And when I did leave the stand, Sir Ian came over and he bought a copy. So it was very kind of him. He remembered who I was. And I know he knows me now, but he has done for a number of years. But I always think, why would he know me? I'm just a nobody. And he said, yeah, he's played it. He enjoyed The Crooked Crown. So that, to me, you know, I could just give up now and everybody would be fine. Hello there, M. How are you? Good stuff. Doppel-Ian. A Doppel-Ian. Exactly. It's probably a Doppel-Ian. So, yeah, I'm always excited. I don't know what it is, but I do know what it is. It's a big nostalgia fix, isn't it? Recently they have been writing more original fighting fantasy books. Steve Jackson has done a couple. Charlie Higson did one. Rhiannon Pratchett did one, I do believe. And Ian Livingstone's done a couple. And so it's quite exciting even though I have enjoyed all the game books that we've been playing, it's nostalgia, isn't it? This is the one that probably kicked it off for all of us. Not this particular book, but the Fighting Fantasy series. So obviously when we play them, it's like, oh, it just feels warm and cosy. So much so, I've even made myself and dribbled it all over the cup a mug of hot chocolate, just to create that extra fuzziness. Yes, I'm doing very well, thank you. Although nobody really wants to look at that. Look at my dribbles. Close your eyes, Gockles. No. Thank you so much, Glenn 1N, for what am I doing? What am I thanking you for? For following me. I see that you're following me. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Now, Glenn 1N and Zod, they are massive fans of Talisman. I'm just going to let you tell you about this. Massive fans of Talisman, as am I. And they have a YouTube channel. Yes. You have a YouTube. They've got their own separate YouTube channels. If you want to put your links, guys, into your YouTube channels, they have been doing speed runs of playing Digital Talisman, and they've been playing like long format games as well, an hour and a half games. And do you mind me saying? Should we announce it now? We haven't really discussed this. Let me know if you want me to say any more. But I would urge you to check out their... Yes, but okay, yes, great. So we're going to announce it now. So, Glenn got in contact with me. There you go. That's Glenn's YouTube channel. You want to check it out. If you love Talisman, you love the digital version, I think Nomad Games has done a fantastic job with the 4th edition. And now they have released, or they're going to release, the 5th edition as a digital version of Talisman. So if you want your Talisman fix, go check out their channels. There you go. There's Zods as well. And it's good fun. It's them basically doing playthroughs of Talisman. Now, I did check the Bottled Imp channel, and we did do that, or I did do that. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I was just playing against the AI. However, they have taken it to the next level. When I say then, I mean Glenn and Zod, because they are playing with other people online. And very kindly, they have asked me to play online with them, which I have foolishly agreed to do, because then you'll see how bad I'm not going to say I'm going to win. I never win. Well, sometimes I do. Can't wait. Yeah, so that's going to be fantastic. So hopefully, fingers crossed, with all the technical issues, we will be filming that on Friday, this Friday. And I'm not sure how long after it will come out, but I will obviously let you know. Yeah, so am I, Zod and Glenn. Definitely looking forward to it. So yeah, hopefully it won't be too long after Friday that the actual videos come out, or the video comes out. So yeah, that should be fun. And who knows, if it all goes well, they might even invite me back. See, if I say it now, they can't say no, can they? Anyway, do you see what I did there, Grockles Nook? Crafty. I've learned that off the imp. Anyway, let's crack on. So yeah, so thank you very much, Glenn and Zod. It's been a pleasure to get to know you over the last couple of days. And Julian's arrived. Babel 17 has arrived. Not with your Talisman dice, you won't. Yes, Julian is a long-suffering viewer of our Gamebook adventures here. And on selection tonight are the Talisman dice. So if you do want to check out Babel 17's Twitch channel, because he does live streams as well. He live streams on a Thursday night. Then check him out as well, Babel_17. M says, James sends his regards to you all. He was going to join tonight, but they're busy working on his book. Oh, that's a shame. Big love back to James. Although, do you mean, which James is it? Oh, James, yes. Sorry, there's too many Jameses. Yes, James Orkett. James Orkett. Yes. Oh, that's a shame he couldn't make it. But of course, if they're working on his book, I always say, though, real life does take precedence. Is that the word? Which means, yeah, I've had to delay tonight till 7 o'clock. Lee's put it, for some reason, I only hear it on reload. Might just watch today, very tired. And man, don't lose all our lives today, please. Martha again knows how these normally go out. I do play, when we play these, we play a 3 life cheat. Where's Lee Rin? Where's Lee Rin when we need him? So, yes, Martha, that's more than welcome. If you do just want to watch, more than welcome, obviously. If you want to comment, that is the way that you decide how the story unfolds. But anyway, it works now. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, Corinne. They don't have radiators in Mexico. They use chicken feed. Oh, there we go, Jam. There's the first pun and the first joke of the evening. So, I am very excited. We're playing the dungeon, was it? The dungeon on Blood Island. I forgot what we're playing there. Let's just read the blurb, shall we? It's a part story, part game, but you already know that. You are the hero, you already know that. What you might not know is jealous of Baron Sukumvit's Deathtrap dungeon. We've heard that name before somewhere. Lord Carnuss, can't pronounce it, forced 600 shackled souls to build the ultimate dungeon on Blood Island. He filled the labyrinth with savage creatures and deadly traps, and offered the fabled prize of the Golden Orb of Fang to any brave adventurer who could find it and escape from the dungeon alive. Are you brave enough, not really, to enter the dungeon on Blood Island? May your stamina never fail. That's his bro. That's his brother, isn't it, by the way? Yes. So they are brothers. Now, I'm going to let you into a little secret, and it's a dirty little shameful secret. I don't think I've played Deathtrap Dungeon. I think I played Trial of Champions, because I have got that. As a kid, I don't think I played Deathtrap Dungeon, which is for shame. I know. I was flogged in the street when we went to Fighting Fantasy Fest. You'll pass it on to him. Very good stuff, Em. Good stuff. Knackers. All right in the knackers. So, I do need to do Deathtrap Dungeon. Now, the thing about all of this, though, doing the old Fighting Fantasy, is that a lot of you have played them to death. You know, so I don't know how much enjoyment you're going to get out of it. So I might just have to do a sneaky, solo run on my own with Deathtrap Dungeon. Only because you asked to be nice. Yeah, that is true. I did offer money as well. Martha's put shame. Even I've played that. I know. I'm sorry. This is kind of why I started doing these live streams, because I really enjoy playing these. But it's like, do I get time? Will I make time? So by doing these, you're helping me, helping you to become a hero. And also, I wanted to learn the art of writing a game book as well. And by going through loads of different game books by different authors, I've learned so much. So now, you know what's coming. It's a plug for my own game book. To Kill a Thief, which is coming out in May. I felt ready, enough to start. I've played enough now to go, yeah, I think I know what I personally like in a game book and what I don't like in a game book. Big news, exactly. Big news. Can't wait to roll a 1 on Twitter. All right, I'm never going to live this down, am I? So this was a free sample that I was giving away, which I think is still on my website, on Edra Tales' website. And quite rightly, I needed people to sort of point out mistakes. So obviously, notice the mistake here. I've got random events that happen. And it says, roll 2d12 to encounter the event. And then you read the table of what's going to happen. And it says, 1, thief, out of the shadows brings a cut purse. Roll 1d6 to see how many gold coglets he steals. What's the mistake there? What's the mistake? I was too busy writing it. I haven't got time for detail. So I've learned from my mistake. So yes, so what I'll be doing is just to keep you a quick update, and then we'll crack on with the book. I have now written 220 entries of the game book, and that is now standing at just under 62,000 words. So it's going to be quite a meaty game book. So I'm aiming for about 400 sections. That's how that's how much I've plotted out. So I reckon it's going to be about, as Jonathan predicted, about 120,000 words. Thank you very much, Julian. Thank you. So I'm hoping to finish writing the first draft in the next 2 weeks. Then I'm going to be asking for play testers, and and then we'll just take it from there. Lee has put, in fairness, Ollie was originally going to stage Deathtrap Dungeon. Yes, he was. He was. I think I knew that. Did I know that? I think I knew that. Let's say I knew that, because I want to look special. Oh, the illustrations in these are amazing. So, let's crack on then. Playtest, playtest, playtest. Yes, we can playtest. It says here, now we already know about the game books. I should have printed off that as a bigger copy. So that is the Alancia. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay. Now, we do need to roll for stats, don't we? Should we roll for stats? Let's do all the stat rolling. Just so we know that I've not been cheating. Jonathan here has put... wow, listen to this. So Jonathan's put, I'm writing section 205 of my latest magnum opus. The big one. As I listen... And the manuscript is only 37,000 words so far. Okay. Wow, so I've pretty much almost doubled that. Stats, cool. Yes, we got to roll for the stats. Moving from my phone to PC, bear with me. No worries, Julian. No worries. So we're going to... yeah, we know how it all works, don't we? So we do need to roll for stats, though. Where is it? Come on. They put them all in the back now, didn't they? Okay, so we have the adventure sheet, which I have printed out bigger, so I've got more space to write stuff, and to collect all the useless equipment that we're never going to use, as per an Ian Livingston book. So we need to roll skill, stamina, and luck. So, which dice then? The first decision. Yes, but John has only written the preamble, section 1 and section 2, 205. Yeah, exactly. That's probably what's happened. That's Jonathan's introduction. It's 37,000 words long. Wow. So 120. What did you say? Like a normal game book, a normal fighting fantasy is about 60,000 words, did you say? So, which dice would you like to use? Would you like to roll the elder dice, nice blue ones with the nice elder sign? Oh, Jam's already going with the fighting fantasy. Or would you like the nice talisman with and I did watch your playthrough with Nomad Games, with Tom from Nomad Games, by the way. Yeah, talisman. Yeah. And controversially, 5th edition has changed the symbol from a 1 to a 6. That is not the talisman I know. I was heartbroken when I heard about that. Or we have the good old classic fighting fantasy dice. What would you like then? I better count up the votes. Jonathan's mine are about 60,000 words. Oh, okay. A typical one's probably around 40,000 words. Wow. Well, I'd written something like 35,000 words before I even looked at... Yeah, it was because of you, Jonathan, that you went, how many words? I went, oh, I don't know. I've not looked. Fighting fantasy would only be appropriate. Yeah, but then they are terrible. Well, let's... All right, okay. 80,000, give or take. Okay, presumably... This presumably not the open world Greek myth. Oh, okay. Oh, Jonathan's got a few projects up his sleeves. Don't know why he keeps them there. All right. Okay. It is only fair that we go with the fighting fantasy ones at first. But if they start giving us jip like they normally do, then they're gonna have to go into the dice jail, and we'll crack open on some other ones. The dice last time were terrible. Right. Jonathan has put it. I note down my word count after every session working on... Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, since you've said about word count, I have now been more aware of it, and I'm on, just under 62,000 words, which is ridiculous, to be honest. Right. So, but then again, is it good? Is that just how my game books are going to be? They're going to be around about 120,000 words? Or, for my next one, should I really rein that in? I mean... Not that I'm especially... Yeah, I was going to say, Jonathan loves a good spreadsheet. That's what they called you at school, didn't they? Jonathan the Spreadsheet Green. Right, okay. Anyway, let's roll some stats, because you all have a good spreadsheet. Roll 1 die. This is for the skill. God, it's been a while since we've done a fighting fantasy. So we're going to roll 1 die. So 1 is the 1. Fighting fantasy logo is the 6. Always kiss the 6. That sounded wrong, didn't it? Right. Turn it into a 2-parter. Well, I did think of doing that initially. Well, I guess if it's all written... Yeah, no, but I've promised it for the Kickstarter that it's 1 complete book, so I can't really change that now. Yeah. Here we go, then. Oh, that's not bad. The word count. Jonathan, the word Green. With Christian... Oh, what was his name? Christian, come on. Julian, you'll know that. Not Christian Slater. So, we're going to add 6 to the number. We've got 10. We have 10. That's pretty good for skill. Then we're going to roll 2 dice and add 12 to the number. Come on, let's get a pair of 6s. Definitely don't change it. Here we go. Oh, that's not bad. That's 8, 10, that's 20. Is that right? Maths. That is our stamina. That's pretty good. Yeah, Jonathan, yeah. Definitely don't change the Kickstarter. No, I can't now unpromise things. Terry Christian, that's it, the word. What you need is Joseph D, as it will be really short in comparison. That is true. That is true. Although, slightly breaking news, Joseph did get in touch with me today or yesterday and said that he has written... some shorter ones, and he wondered if we wanted to play those. So I said, yeah, absolutely, bring it on. So that's exciting. So that's probably the next one that we'll do after this. Anyway, we're going to roll 1 die and add it to the luck. Luck. Bloody luck. Here we go. It's what talisman is. It's the cornerstone of talisman is luck. Here we go. You can't. We're going to have to go with it, I'm afraid. We are going to have to go with it. I'm going to have to be strict. I had thought of just rolling again because nobody was looking. But, yeah, ouch. Got Bailey's. Oh, Martha, you're spoiling yourself. Strawberry flavour today. That sounds delightful. In fact, I've got a little bit of a Bailey's. I might have a Bailey's. So what are the stats again? Right, so... We started off strongly with skill 10, which is pretty good. Because the maximum, I think, would have been 12. We've got stamina 20, and the maximum would have been 24. Oh, there you go. There you go. Emma, yeah, Emma's just quicker at writing than I am at speaking. And luck is the poorest. See, it's because I cursed it, didn't I? I went luck. I never like luck in these books. 7. Because every time you use luck, you have to take 1 off, don't you? Okay, and I think that's all you start with, isn't it? We'll roll 2 dice. Diddly-diddly-dee. Escaping. Now, I always forget about escaping, so if we can remind each other. During certain battles... Oh, no, it says you're given the option to escape. If you think you're going to be defeated, you may escape, but you must lose 2 stamina points. And it's... Yeah, because you've been wounded as you flee. Luck, you have to -1, don't you? So you must subtract 1 point. Using luck in battles. Now, I always forget about that. I don't really play that rule, to be honest. Because my little brain can't cope. So, do we start with anything? I don't think we start with anything, do we? There is only one true way through the dungeon on Blood Island. It will probably take you several attempts. No, we're good. To find it. Making notes, drawing maps to explore. Not all locations contain treasure. Some deadly traps and creatures. There are several wild goose chase passages. Winning is not guaranteed. It certainly isn't, Ian. You mechanical man, you. Sally's here. Hello, Sally. How are you? Are we just slaves? We are slaves to the system, Lee. We are all slaves to the system. Have we got clothes? I don't know. It's because it's at the back that I tend to just go, oh, it's not important. But it's because a lot of people that buy Fighting Fantasy books already know how to play it. Unless I don't think. Oh no, hang on. Yes, no. Here it says potions, and then for some reason it mentions a shield. But anyway, it says you begin your adventure with a sword and a backpack containing provisions, food, and drink. Right, brilliant. You'll find gold, treasure, weapons, armor, and artifacts on your adventure, but not all items will help you on your quest. Some may even harm you. You may also take a magic potion which will aid you on your quest. Each bottle of potion contains enough for one measure. It can only be used once during the adventure. So, let's write swords. Backpack, I guess that's a given, isn't it? A backpack. And it says food and drink, but it doesn't say how many. How much food and drink? It just says and provisions. It doesn't say how many. Come on, Ian. Surely. 3, 2, 1. Julian's back in the room. No change there. Ken's rolling means... Look at you, grassing me up to Sally. Right then, what would you like to take then? A magic potion. Okay. So, would you like to take a magic potion of skill, type skill, that restores to their initial level, all of it? Or stamina, type stamina, that will restore all of your initial level? Or luck, to your initial level? What would you like to take? Skill, stamina, or luck? Yeah, I think maybe luck is probably good. How many provisions are standard? Yeah, I'm surprised they've not put the exact amount, unless they differ. And it would tell us at the beginning when we read the background. Yeah. Used to be 10. Oh, really? So skill. So luck. I think we need luck. So that's 3. Were you just copying everyone else there, Sally? But in later books, it's sometimes none. It does say you start with food and provisions, but it doesn't actually say how many. So, unless I've missed it somewhere else, let's have a look. Oh, stamina. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm being rubbish. Stamina and provisions. Your stamina, whenever you start the game with enough provision for 10 meals. Now that's me. I'm not reading it in order. So we've got 10. That's me, of course. They know what they're doing. This isn't their first rodeo, is it? Welcome to all of those that have just joined. Again, you don't have to comment. It's up to you if you just want to watch. More than welcome. Yes, so you're right. 10. And it adds 4 points. So a meal adds 4 points of stamina. Drinking a potion of strength will restore your stamina to its initial level. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, well, I think we're ready to go, aren't we? I'm excited. So, just to let you know, the music, if you can hear it in the background, is titled, I thought this was rather lovely, You're on a Perfect Fantasy Date on Blood Island. Okay, here we go. Background. The fame and glory the Deathtrap dungeon had brought Baron Sukumvit was something his brother, Lord Carnuss, couldn't bear. People were in awe of the Baron and never stopped talking about his annual dungeon contest in Fang and the heroes who died trying to win the prize of 10,000 gold pieces. Thank you. Sukumvit. Is that another one of your filthy jokes, Jem? It is beautiful. 10,000 gold pieces. Lord Carnuss even sent his own battle-hardened champion to compete in the Trial of Champions. But he died a gruesome death, along with everyone else. One year, a brave adventurer, that was you, unexpectedly won through. So Baron Something rebuilt his dungeon and doubled the price to 20,000 gold pieces, which simply added to his notoriety. Is his actual name. I know, Sukumvit. That sounds a bit dodgy though. We get banned off Twitch. Whenever Deathtrap Dungeon came up in conversation, Lord Carnuss, okay, I think it's Carnuss. Lord Carnuss would fly into a rage, cursing his brother's name out loud. Over time, his jealousy turned into hatred. To upstart Sukumvit, Carnuss, why can't these be called Dave and Paul? It would be so much easier. Decided to build a dungeon of his own on Blood Island, where he ruled, and offer an even greater prize to the victor. The prize would be the Golden Orb of Fang, which he'd won from his brother in a dice game many years before. The orb's value was difficult to estimate, but some say that, at auction in Shazar, a bid of 25,000 gold pieces for such a legendary treasure would be the minimum expected. Carnuss revelled in the idea of offering a reward that was once his brother's prized possession. His plan was to hide the orb deep inside the dungeon and protect it with deadly traps and ferocious monsters. We are not getting out alive, are we? Was it Victor Ching? Okay. He was certain the orb would never be found. His message to contestants would be simple. Find the orb, escape from the dungeon, and the prize would be theirs. Do we trust him, though? Carnuss built his dungeon by linking the underground caverns on Blood Island with a labyrinth of tunnels. Work began in secret, using an army of slaves. It took less than a year to build, but at a cost of nearly 600 shackled souls. It was, and these are kids' books, aren't they? It's great. It was finished in time for the grand opening on the 31st day of fire, just weeks before Baron Sukumvit's trial of the champions took place in his reconstructed Deathtrap dungeon. Knowing his brother would be incensed by the news, Carnuss sent a personal messenger to him, inviting him to enter a champion of his own to try to win back his precious orb, or to just come as his guest to watch the greatest winner takes all tournament in Alancia. Outraged by his brother's attempt to usurp him by offering the orb as a prize, Sukumvit sent the messenger back to Blood Island with an exceptionally rude note written in blood, stuffed in the mouth of a dead rat. Yeah, why not? How precious are we talking? Well, Lord Knackers from the Isle of Carnuss. Amused and encouraged, Carnuss sent word to all the towns in Alancia to announce that his dungeon on Blood Island would be open to all comers to win the Golden Orb. He chartered a fleet of boats to ferry contestants and spectators, like Tesco, innit, when they used to put on those buses, spectators to the island from the mainland. He built taverns and rooms for spectators close to the arena of death, where the contest would begin. News of the contest spread quickly. It soon became the talking point in every tavern and market square in Alancia. Adventurers, warriors, and villains from far and wide bragged that they would go to Blood Island to win the Golden Orb. You hear about the tournament on Blood Island from a merchant in Scar, where you have come to sell a bronze sword that you found on an expedition to Kalong Marshes. With 5 gold pieces from its sale in your pocket, you are thinking about travelling to Fang to sign up for the Trial of Champions, but are intrigued by the new dungeon challenge on Blood Island. You walk down to the port where you see a crowd of people gathered in front of a small ship moored at the dock. The ship's captain is addressing the crowd, which is becoming increasingly noisy. This afternoon we sail to Blood Island, where only the bravest warriors will compete for the orb, he bellows. All you have to do is enter the contest to win Lord Carnuss's Golden Orb, is step aboard my ship and sign up. This feels like a trap already. And those of you who just wish to watch the contest, step on board and sail with us. Come on. We're not going to kidnap you and use you as slavery. Winning a prize worth 25,000 gold pieces seems unimaginable, and it's a challenge you cannot resist. Without further thought, you raise your arm and push your way through the crowd to walk up the gangplank to sign up for the contest. You're followed on board by a ruddy-faced dwarf, who also signs up to take the challenge. The captain shakes your hand firmly before welcoming more than 50 passengers. Right, just get rid of a few of those on the way. Hey, 50 passengers aboard who want to witness the spectacle for themselves. Oh, okay. We've just killed a load of spectators. When the ship set sails, all the passengers talk about the dungeon and its monsters, and whether any of the contestants would survive. The dwarf introduces himself to you as Thump. Thank God for an easy name to say. Was it ruddy-faced dwarf? What's he feeling guilty for? Dwarfs they should feel guilty. Some might say calling it the arena of death. Yeah, exactly. Introduces himself as Thump and gives you a soft punch on the arm. Right, he's going to be one of those dwarves. On the arm to emphasise his name. He's a stout man with a long beard and studded iron helmet pulled down over his big bushy eyebrows. He's wearing a leather tunic and is holding a huge warhammer with a handle that is almost as long as he is. He tells you he comes from Stonebridge, a village that was almost destroyed by marauding iron giants. We've played that one. He says that if he won the Golden Orb, he would pay for Stonebridge to be rebuilt. Don't believe him. It's always, oh yeah, I'd give it to charity. No, you wouldn't give it to charity. He spends the voyage telling you tales of his mighty adventures, most of which seem wildly exaggerated. When you question him about his claim that he once killed a dragon with his bare hands, he leans back and roars, "Well, maybe not entirely barehanded, but why spoil a good story with the truth?" Thump is jovial, larger-than-life character, and you can't help but like him. But it does feel slightly strange knowing that you will soon be competing with him for the Golden Orb. Yeah, he's 6'5". At 6'5", I've had all the heightism for everyone. Well, I'm 6'2", so I do know what you mean. Forest of Doom. Oh, is he? Yes, is he from Forest of Doom as well? Heart attack incoming. Yeah, we did have a troublesome dwarf in the last game book, didn't we? Calm seas, a following wind, and sunny skies make for a pleasant voyage. And which is unusual for us, normally when we get on a boat, it bloody well sinks. Time Bandits, oh, fantastic, one of my favourite films. And how have you been? How long have you been a robber? About 3'2". Yes, exactly. Oh, 3'2". Well, that is a long time. Soon be trying to murder him. Yeah, exactly. I think we will, won't we? Sunny skies make for a pleasant voyage, and when Blood Island is spotted on the horizon, a loud cheer erupts on board. As the ship sails into harbour, you see a large crowd of people waving from the dock, eager to see the new contestants. More blood. There's a carnival atmosphere with people laughing and cheering, trumpets blaring, and drums beating loudly. Oh, look at that. I'm loving the illustrations. There we go. Is that him, do you think? Is that him? Well, hopefully there's an arena, you know. Although, was that Trial of Champions? Was there more an arena? I've not played that one either. Standing quietly, surveying the scene from a wooden platform set back from the crowded dock, is a tall, stocky man wearing an elaborate headpiece and long purple robes, filled out with huge shoulder pads. He's from the 80s. He seems to be quietly enjoying the moment. He's surrounded by stern-faced guards who push back anybody who tries to get too close to the platform. A trumpet sounds, and when he raises his arm, the crowd falls silent. There he is. We aren't going to the arena. The ship's captain orders you and Thump to follow him off the ship. Oh, is it only us two that's taking part? And walk through the crowd to the platform where the captain bows to the robed man. Lord Carnuss, I bring you 2 more contestants, he says sharply. The robed man thanks the captain and glares at you and Thump before turning to address the throng. When do we roll? Yes, I know, Glenn. This is quite a long introduction. We're getting there. We've just got about another page. We're getting there. I know. It's as long as Talisman. Right. Citizens and honoured guests, I have good news to share with you. We now have 120 contestants ready to compete. I wonder which one, if any, will triumph, he says, teasing the cheering crowd. He snaps his fingers at a guard and growls, "Feed and water these two wretches. They will need all their strength for their contest tomorrow." You are taken to a camp where groups of contestants are huddled together talking. Some are practicing with their weapon skills, others are asleep, arms folded, leaning back against wooden cabins. They are a grisly mix of warriors, barbarian, knights, thieves, ninjas, dwarves, elves, man-orcs, pirates, adventurers, and thugs who stare at you coldly as you walk into camp. Thump whispers in your ear, suggesting that the two of you should stick together, at least until the tournament starts. You spend the rest of the afternoon exercising and sharpening your swords. Yeah, we are still in the preamble. It sounds like a game of Talisman. Actually, normally I think Fighting Fantasy ones aren't as long as this. Is that right, Jonathan? They're not normally as long as this. But anyway, it's enjoyable. Setting the scene. I don't mind that. Setting the scene. Okay, we're nearly there. You should stick together at least until the tournament starts. You spend the rest of the afternoon exercising and sharpening your sword. Thump swings his warhammer around his head and smashes it into the ground, practicing the move many times. "I think I'll use my warhammer to fight the next dragon I meet," he says with a wink. When the sun starts to go down, you are led to long wooden tables that are piled high with bowls of food. You sit down to a feast of vegetable soup, spit roast chicken, grilled fish, cheese, fruit and honey. Oh, sounds delightful. "Enjoy your dinner," a guard shouts. "It'll probably be your last." After the meal, you are taken to a log cabin, which you share with 9 others, and told you will be woken at sunrise to receive further instructions. It's just like The Apprentice, isn't it? Only half a dozen. Yeah. Just realised, does Ken own an A3 colour printer? Nice. Wow. I know someone who does. You're fired. Yeah, exactly. I think, yeah, by the way, we do have 3 lives, and I feel like this is going to be very important that we have 3 lives. A bell tolls at dawn. It's the best I've got. And Carnuss's guards barge into your cabin, yelling at everybody to get up. When all the contestants are assembled outside, Lord Carnuss enters the camp and walks slowly up the steps of a small rostrum to address you. "Welcome. Today is your day of destiny. Look around at your fellow contestants. Do they look stronger than you? Do they look quicker than you? Do they look smarter than you? Do you think you could defeat them in combat?" As you can see, there are 120 contestants, all of you hoping to win the Golden Orb. Do you think that 120 contestants are too many to enter my dungeon? If you do, well, you are right. You will now be escorted to the Arena of Death, where an elimination contest will take place. You will compete against one another until just 12 contestants remain who have earned the right to enter my dungeon. I call it my Dungeon of Despair. It is filled with deadly creatures, lethal traps and horrific surprises, he says with a beaming smile. Of the final 12, 11 will most likely perish in the dungeon, and perhaps all 12. But with good fortune, wise decision-making, and skillful combat, and a bloody lot of luck as well, I would imagine, one of you might win through to claim the Golden Orb as your prize today. Be brave and be strong. May your swords be sharp and your wits sharper. With the solemn words ringing in your ears, you watch Lord Carnuss leave the camp with his entourage following at a respectful distance. That's the magic page. Your adventure awaits. May your stamina never fail. Roll 2 dicks. yeah, roll 2 dice. Roll 2 dicks. That sounded completely wrong. Come on, here we go, finally. I know. Well, it's good, though. You know, whoa there, whoa. It's good. You know, we've set the scene. We've also got another really cool illustration. Look at that. Look at that. All the contestants are suffering badly in the heat. 1. You are marched into the arena of death, which is high-walled amphitheatre with a sand-covered floor and a bank of spectator seats circling the arena wall. With the spectator seats empty, an eerie silence prevails. The captain of the guard orders you to line up in 12 columns of 10. You will do everything I tell you to do. Stand to attention and do not move until Lord Carnuss is seated, he shouts, barking out his orders. Without another word, he turns and leaves. You wait to find yourself in a dark arena. You die. The hours pass, but Lord Carnuss fails to appear. Oh, he's always bloody late. By mid-afternoon, the sun is unbearably hot, and you see that you are not the only one who is suffering in the heat. All the contestants are perspiring heavily, and some are swaying on their feet. But you use sure deodorant. 24 hours. You glance at your left and see Thump, who is grimacing, but looking determined not to fail. You have a splitting headache, your mouth is bone dry, and you are desperate to quench your thirst. Typical bloody Ian. Lose 1 stamina point. Lose 1 stamina point That's his little joke, isn't it? It's his little joke. Nivea for men. Very AD&D art-like. Is it? I never played Advanced D&D. Right, so here we go then. You have your first decision at last, only 47 minutes in. If you want, by the way, we had a lot of housekeeping to do. Normally we just we have a little pre-ramble and then we jump straight into the adventure. So if you want to take a sip of water from your flask, type sip. If you would rather remain standing to attention, type standing. It is up to you. What should we go for? Is it a sign of weakness? Let's get ready to rumble. Martha wants to remain standing, so does M. Because I think this is the first test. It's like Darren Brown. Have you seen those documentaries? There we go. Julian also thinks stand. So does Glenn. Standing while seated. Yeah, I go along with that, Zod. There we go. Stand from Jam as well. So we're going to stand. And as always, we're going to write down our path through the dungeon. So, part 1 starts with 1, obviously. We're going to go to 50... No. 3, 2, 3. Yeah. 400. Congratulations. Everyone else has dropped like flies. You're the only one left remaining. Time passes slowly in the blistering heat, which drains your energy. Lose 1 stamina point. Has he got more evil in his older age? All you can think about is having a drink of cold water. You feel dizzy and dehydrated, but manage to stay on your feet without moving. Turn to 141. This might have been the right one to do. We have lost 2 stamina points already. The spectators are finally allowed into the arena late in the afternoon. The sound of crickets reverberate around the arena. Contestants farts and collapsing. They cheer the contestants, some of whom look as though they're about to pass out from heat exhaustion. By the time the arena is full, 10 contestants are laying face down in the sand. A trumpet fanfare blasts out the signal to signal the arrival of Lord Carnuss. The spectators stand to applaud him, and he takes his place on his ornate throne, while the unconscious contestants are dragged out of the arena. Remember, this is meant for kids. Their contest over before it has even begun. Carnuss raises his arms to silence the trumpet and acknowledge the crowd. Standing next to Carnuss is a tall, mean-faced officer in red uniform who steps forward to address the contestants with his sword raised in the air. "Thank you for your patience," he says insincerely. "You may now drink water. You do so eagerly at 1 stamina point." He's messing us around, isn't he? He's messing us around. Why, Ian? Is he a doctor? A giant spider crawls across here on a thing. Oh, God, no way. No way, Jose. As you have been informed by Lord Carnuss, only 12 of you will enter the Dungeon of Despair. 10 contestants have been eliminated already, and another 98 are about to be eliminated in a qualifying tournament. The first round is called Bullseye, and to talk you through the rules is Mr. Jim Bowen. Oh. As for the kids there, you will need a partner for this contestant. Choose one now. With no information to go on, you look at the people closest to you. So here we go. Do you want to team up with Thump? You might have to kill him. Do you want to team up with Thump? Type Thump. If you want to choose the High Elf, type Elf. Or do you want to choose the Pirate? Arr, type Pirate. What can we win? Well, you get nothing for 2 in a bed. Gocklesnook looks enthralled. He is. Look at him. Look at him. He's intense. Elf. Elfie, elf, elf. Okay, so Glenn and Zod would like the elf. Martha wants to go Thump. You get a speedboat, Lee. They always want a speedboat and they live nowhere near a river or a lake. Ladies and gentlemen, says Julian, it takes me a moment to count out your money. Yeah, it takes me a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes me a moment. You have the time it takes for the board to turn around to make your decision. You go to commercial break while I count the money. Loved it. Elf. It looks like elf. So we got 2 for Thump, 3 for Elf. Elf has pipped it. I think we need to kill this person. So it would be really horrible if we killed Thump. I might be wrong. I don't know. I've not been on this island. I'm stuck in my own dungeon. Okay. When all the contestants have chosen their partners, this country and western music starts blaring out. The officer makes an announcement. Bullseye is an archery contest. Oh, of course, Elf. Chan wanted the pirate. Stay out the black and in the red. You don't get out for 2 in a bed. Allegedly. Well, maybe if you're Ryan Giggs. Bullseye is an archery contest. I hope you have chosen wisely because the targets for the contestants are you, the contestants. He sniggers, hardly able to contain himself. The spectators gasp when they hear his words. You know that high elves are excellent archers. Oh no, is this the wrong decision? Oh. Yeah. Okay. And look over to see she is smiling confidently. Form yourself into 2 lines of 55 contestants, making sure you stand opposite your partner, 30 paces apart. You'll be given a bow. This is for kids. You'll be given a bow and you must fire an arrow at your partner when you hear the trumpet sound. Anybody who is hit by an arrow will be eliminated, some fatally so. You take your place in the line opposite the high elf. Yeah, the dwarf probably would have been better. Guards enter the arena and hand out the bows and arrows to the contestants. When you see the elf's arrow aimed straight at you, you breathe in deeply and take aim at her. The crowd roars at the sound of the trumpet and you release your arrow. Roll 2 dice. If the total is higher than the elf's skill of 8, if it is 8 or less. So I'm assuming we want to roll higher than 8. Are we going to have a fate? Can we roll? Can we spend a fate in this? Don't tell me the odds. I think you might be right, Lee. Lee's like, yep, that's one down. One of our lives down. Here we go. Shoot her in the face. I know, we could have done a sneaky one and just shot at her while she wasn't looking. Shoot in the back. Can we use luck? Oh, possibly. Well, let's find out if we need to luck. Right, come on. Let's get a 12. 2 6s, 2 6s. Come on. Come on. That is a 9. That is a 9. We don't need luck. That is definitely a 9. Cashback. She better be in an elf centre. What? DJ Luck and MC Neat. 9 exactly. You watch, it'll be that you have to get under. Right, so come on, elf. Not so cocky now, are you, with an arrow in your face? 117. I've been writing my game book, and I'm wondering about the level of violence and the level of descriptive, gore, and the level of this and that, and then I read this, and it's like, yeah, don't worry about it. We're all good. There is an eerie whooshing sound of arrows flying across the arena, many of them hitting their targets. Miraculously, the high elf arrow misses you, whistling right past your left ear. There are gasps from the crowd as arrows thud into contestants. This is brutal. Is this his last one, Jonathan? Is he going, right, this will show the kids. I'm currently writing about someone gutting a chicken, but then my game book isn't for kids. Yeah, no, that's good. That's the thing. If your game book specifically isn't for kids, then that's fair enough. But my one, I'm kind of thinking it is, but I'm not 100% sure. See above comment about 40, 50-year-olds. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a Squid Game. Okay. Yeah. There are gasps from the crowd as arrows thud into contestants, including the arrow lodged in the elf's shoulder. She pulls it out, cursing that she's been eliminated and angry that her arrow missed you. Listening to the groans of the injured contestants, you are relieved to have survived. You scan the survivors and see Thump standing, hands on hip, with a big grin on his face. Yeah, we would have had to kill Thump. The trumpet blasts out again, and the officer instructs the remaining contestants to line up against the wall opposite him, while the injured are led out and the dead are dragged from the arena. This is beautiful. You walk over to Thump and ask him what happened. I never learned how to use a bow and arrow, so I figured that if I aimed to miss the thug, I would be more likely to hit him. And I did, he says, roaring with laughter. The officer looks along the line of contestants and says without any emotion in his voice, by my count, there are 48 contestants left in the tournament. Lord Carnuss requires that number to be reduced to 12 within the hour. It is time to choose a partner for the next contestant. Do it now. You agree with Thub's suggestion to split up, at least for now. So what would you like? Would you like to choose the thief, type thief? Or would you want to choose the ninja on your right? What would you like to do? Type thief if you want thief, or ninja if you want ninja. Don't kill Thump, yeah. Yeah, you can't kill Thump. We all need him, surely. Julian has put it, as Ian and many others writers have said, kids are more robust than you think, and we take what they want from it all. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm absolutely in agreement. I love the fact that it's gory and all of that. Because when I read the Fighting Fantasy, I turned out all right, didn't I? No, but it's a safe environment to read about this, to experience this, without actually having to go and do it, What else? What other comments we got? They definitely are. Exactly. To be honest, Deathtrap Dungeons scared everyone who read it under the age of 10. The illustrations were also quite disturbing. Thief? Oh, thief. Right, yeah. There we go. James put thief. Thief. That's 3 for thief. Yeah, I think the ninja might be too good. John Robinson's kids' book is far from child-friendly. Yeah. I expect nothing less from him. Ninja, thief from a lot of people there. Zod, Julian's thief. So yeah, it's going to be thief. It'll be a thieving. It will be a thieving contest, won't it? Also would like a thief. Well, I don't know what your preference is, but yes, I mean she's chosen thief. Go to sleep. Ignore the horse in your bedroom. Go to sleep. The horse has a gun. Is that a quote from John? Orange dwarf bad. Right, here we go then. You have chosen the thief. So far, we've done all right. Well, you've done all right. You've done all right. 98. Yeah, I think it's good to be scared and a little bit frightened in the comfort of your home. You stand opposite the and also it's imagination. It's fantasy. It's fantasy. You stand opposite the thief, who looks dismissively at you and spits on the ground. The gates open, and an ox-drawn cart piled high with large iron balls rolls slowly into the arena. The officer instructs everyone to take an iron ball from the cart and stand holding it above their head opposite their partner. The ball is very heavy, and you have difficulty lifting it up. The thief also struggles to lift his iron ball above his head. Your arms soon start to shake under the weight of the ball. The crowd cheers as balls begin to drop on the ground all around the arena with a dull thud. And the eliminated contestants are led away by the guards. The muscles in your arms start to burn and you wonder how much longer you can last. Lose 2 stamina points. Okay. Yeah, ninjas be good at throwing stuff. We're on to 17 stamina. Avoid. Leaper, I read Fighting Fantasy at the same time I was reading a lot of Greeks and Norsemen. It's all pretty good. Oh yeah, exactly. That is a brilliant point of view there, Lee. Yeah, the Norse gods and the Greek mythology. It's all gruesome, isn't it? It's great. It's great stuff. So Julian's put here, we've got big balls, and he's got the biggest of them all. Apparently that's by AC/DC. Big balls. I did love Fighting Fantasy. Yeah, Fighting Fantasy's great. Balls are dropping all around the arena. Well, the FF Gamebooks always were popular with the boys. And I was about 6. Wow. What a time to speedrun adolescence. yeah, exactly. But you've got to grow up fast in the arena of death, I tell you. Okay, here we go then. You glare at the thief whose face is dripping with sweat. Roll 2 dice. If the total is higher than the thief's score of 5. Okay. Do we want this to be a high score? I don't know. It seems a bit low. Yeah, but it says if it's higher than 5, turn to that page. And if it's lower than 5, turn to that page. Kill them all. Just kill them all. Yeah, while they're all holding the ball, you just go around with your sword, just stabbing everybody. Well, even if they had passed, they're dead now. They can't take part. There we go. We've got an 8. Loot the corpses. Of course, loot the corpses. We've got an 8. Is this good? I'm not so sure we wanted this. I don't know. I've got a feeling Ian might be doing a double switchback here. 2, 6, 7. Much to your relief, you see the thief's legs buckle underneath him. Yes. He drops his iron ball and curses loudly as it thumps into the ground. All me balls. Not a moment too soon, you drop your ball and shout. Oh, I see, you're competing against your actual partner. I'm a bit slow on that. And shout out in triumph as the thief is led away. You're exhausted and your muscles in your arms are burning. Lose 1 stamina point. It's just as well we got 20 to begin with. Now, can we eat? This is a good point because we can always eat when we're not in combat. So can we actually have a provision? What do you think? Yes or no? Should we have a provision? We're on 16, which if we have one would take us back up to 20. What do you think? You're relieved to have won the contest and look around to see how Thump has fared. Turn to 310. with a bomb. Yes, Moth says yes. I say we eat someone else's rations. Yeah, I agree there with you there, Zod. Just cast Spell of Acquisition. Eh? Should we do that? I don't know. What do you reckon? 310. 310. This is kind of like combat, though, isn't it? Indeed. Presume we aren't allowed during basic contests. Yeah, I think we're not, actually, to be honest. Remember, this is still before the dungeon. Yeah, it probably is. This is probably still considered like, you know, we're doing all of this, and then suddenly one of us is stopping to have ham sandwiches. Eat the thief. Spellcasting. Yeah, feed me now. Oh, Nightmare. It's another great one. Is it possible to avoid the dungeon entirely in this venture? I guess if you just go, yeah, do you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm going back. Going back home. You see Thump nearby, sitting, arms folded on his iron ball, with a beaming smile on his face. That wasn't too hard, was it? He says. Let's vote. Yeah. He says as you approach him. Before you can answer, the trumpet sounds again, and the officer instructs the remaining 24 contestants to get only 24 to gather at one end of the arena. Gates open at the other end, and the guard walks to the middle, carrying a large silver jug. He begins to pour chalk dust on the sand, marking out white line across the arena. The officer raises his sword to silence the murmuring crowd. The next contest is a team game called A Line in the Sand. He bellows. You must now make another choice. I want 12 of you to be on the side of the chalk line and 12 of you to be on the other side. Either stay where you are or step over the line. Do it now! A pirate, a man-orc and a barbarian run across the line cheering loudly. They are immediately followed by a thief, by another thief then, and a priestess. Thump turns to you and says, I like their spirit. I'm going to join them. Are you coming? So this is your choice. Would you like to follow? Would you like to follow Thump across the line? Type follow. Or do you want to stay where you are? Type stay. Oh, it could be a tug of war. It could be a tug of war. Insight check. Stay. Glenn wants to stay. Jan wants to follow, so that's one apiece. Cross the line is Julian, that's 2-1. 3-1. Em would also like to go with Thump. Martha would as well, yes. Need the strong. It looks like we're on Team Thump. So yeah, who have they got? A man-orc, a pirate, so a barbarian, yeah. God, you lot are clever, aren't you? And Sally also would like to follow. Right then. 398. 398. You run across the chalk line with Thump and 5 others. With the teams established, a party of scrawny slaves enters the arena carrying shovels. They begin digging out the sand on both sides of the white line to reveal 2 long sections of solid stone floor. What is going on here? Please don't tell me the orange-faced dwarf's first name is Donald. I don't think it's Don. When they are finished, more slaves enter the arena carrying a long length of thick rope. They lay it lengthways across both sections of the stone floor, with half of it on one side of the chalk line and half of it on the other side. A line in the sand is a tug-of-war contest. It will be the final contest in the arena. The officer announces triumphantly to rapturous applause from the crowd. Take your positions on the rope. Your team members look at each other before the tall barbarian says in a gruff voice, I should be the lead puller. And I should be the anchor. The priestess says, smiling. And I should be the anchor, the priestess says, smiling. Why you? No, hang on. Why you? I'm stronger than you. I should be the anchor, the man-orc says dismissively. You'll see, the priestess replies calmly. Let's vote on it. I've forgotten who's saying what now. Says Thump, and everybody agrees. If you want to vote for the priestess to be the anchor, type priestess. Pirate should be the anchor. Oh. See what you've done there, Glenn. If you want the man-orc to be the anchor, type man-orc. What would you like then, the priestess or the man-orc? Has she got something up her sleeve? She's got a bit of magic? You know, can she call on a god? The man-orc sounds like a total anchor. Yeah, he's just man-orc explaining, isn't he? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Especially as I've been reading the Lovejoy murder mysteries. Read them. They're great. Priestess. Okay, she likes her chances. She does. She just says, look, I'm up for it. Maybe not like that. Priestess Jam also. Zod also. Priestess Lee. She likes her chances, yes, says Glenn. Thump voting for something. Apt. Says Lee. And Em would also... Yeah, I've got a feeling she's got some tricks up her sleeve. Okay, so Priestess is going to be Anchor. Here we go then. 130. Thump counts the raised hands and says, that's 7 in favour of the Priestess and 5 in favour of the Man-Orc. I don't know why the dwarf's Cockney now. The Priestess will be our anchor. Everybody takes up their position on the rope with the Barbarian at the front, with you and Thump in 2nd and 3rd position, and the Priestess at the back. You watch the opposing team take their positions on the rope, with the Berserker at the front. What could possibly go wrong there? Trump. It's Thump. His name's Thump, not Trump. She's up for it. Come on now, Zod. You all die horrible as the Priestess and everyone dragged over the edge. Yeah, although, yeah, maybe she's planning to kill us all. Okay, so there's a Berserker at the front and a giant of a warrior at the back as their anchor. Gripping the rope tightly, everybody leans back to take up the strain. The officer raises his sword and shouts, when I say heave, pull on the rope as hard as you can. The first team to drag the other team forwards by a meter will be judged the winner. It's good to see them using is it the metric system? Get ready. 1, 2, 3, heave. Sweating profusely in the heat, but encouraged by the grimacing face of your opponents, you lean as far back as you can, pulling the rope with all your might. The minutes pass, with neither team able to pull the other forward, when suddenly, here she goes, the Princess lets go of the rope. What's she doing? What's she doing? And points to the sky. A green flash sparks from her ring finger, and the rope suddenly feels easier to pull, as though an invisible hand, yes, it's God, she's got God on her side, is helping you pull it. You start to inch your way backwards, and all the wailing and grunting coming from your opponent cannot stop them from being pulled forward. The officer raises his sword when you have dragged them forward by a meter. The stone floor gives way beneath them, and you watch them fall into the horrible black void. It's one from Italians, my friend. Screaming in terror. There we go, look at that. Is there a god system? Did Ian and Steve create a god system in this? Because that's something I've got in my one. I've got a loose-based religion in my world of Edra. God is on our side, absolutely. Congratulations, you've managed to pull off 12 people. I know, and in public too. The shame of it. Right, here we go then. Well done, well done. You've done it. You've done it. Okay. The stone floor rises back up with the spectators clapping and cheering wildly. I told you I had to be the anchor, the priestess says, looking very pleased with herself. A little magic can make a big difference. The officer raises his sword to silence the crowd, telling your team to stand in a line. He turns back to the crowd and says, I'm sure you will all agree that this has been a glorious contest so far. To end this part of it, Lord Carnuss will say a few words. Carnuss rises slowly to his feet and, with a look of satisfaction on his face, says, Indeed, this has been a glorious day, and I, for one, do not want it to end. So, there will be an additional contest called Life or Death. Moving the goalposts. To political reset. Maybe she's an anchorite nun? I don't know what one of those is. Strangely, they all said thank you simultaneously. What's going on? Gonzo from the Muppets? Is Twitch being... Oh, is it glitching? Is it glitching? Oh, is it an anchorite? See, Jonathan and Sally there, they've got the religious experience. They got the knowledge. Like Julian of Norwich. Okay, there we go. Yes, I am glitchy. Am I glitchy? Oh, no. Well, so it hasn't appeared to be glitchy mine. 16 people watching. Oh, see, that's amazing. 13 people I've got here. So, again, Twitch doesn't tell me the full facts. Buffered a bit, okay now. I'm glitchy, I'm okay now. I'm glitchy, I'm glitchy. Don't forget to charge his phone again. I always charge my phone. Although, saying that, let's see how much we've got left. Oh, we're nearly down. Let me plug in. It's a good point. Let me plug in. Hang on. Right, hopefully this won't mess things up. We're plugged in. You goo. You goo. You good. I know. Look at the time. I know. So, we did start late though, 7 o'clock. So, and according to my clock, it says it'll be going 1 hour 15. Back again. Hurrah! So, not just having issues again. Twitch. Okay, here we go. So Lord Carnuss, yeah, he's just announced a new game called Life and Death? Hang on. It'll be 1-to-1 combat that will better reflect the name of my arena. The 12 will become 6. Hang on, we've just shot arrows at people. Not quite at point blank, and that's not enough. Some people died in that. Only these 6 survivors will enter my dungeon. Oh, he's changed the rules. Lirin's here. Hello, Lirin. How are you? Is it a bit glitchy for you as well? The spectators go wild on hearing his announcements. That's the Arena of Death. Yeah, exactly. Hang on. Yeah, he said 12. I know. What a wild anchor. I told you we couldn't trust him. So, Carnuss slowly surveys the 12 remaining competitors. Contestants, draw your weapons, and prepare to fight to the death. The dwarf warrior will fight the rogue. The assassin will fight the berserker. The monk will fight the barbarian. The priestess will fight the thief. The warrior knight will fight the mercenary. And the man-orc will fight the adventurer. That's you. He growls in a cold voice, pointing his finger at you. Let the battle commence. He sits down to watch the spectacle begin, signalling to his officer to instruct the contenders to stand opposite their opponents. You walk over to the tall man-orc, who looks like he's a mean and ferocious fighter. Holding his heavy broadsword in 2 hands above his head, he charges at you the moment the trumpet sounds. You raise your sword and stand ready to fight him. Oh, suits you. Right, here we go then. We've got our first battle. First monster encounter. So, he's a man-orc. And he has skill 8. He has stamina 7. Okay. That's not bad. We're on skill 10, so we've got a 2-point advantage. And we have 16 stamina. Okay. So, remind me of how do we do combat again? Combat, you just roll 2 dice for the enemy, and then 2 for you. It's whatever's higher. And then if we wound it, everyone gets minus 2 points. We can do luck if we wanted to. But, I tend not to do luck. What a Kanaka. Is a man-orc. Makes you work hard. Yeah, he's a man-orc. Who's that by? I don't know. Anyway, here we go then. So, I normally do it the other way around. Does it matter? I normally do it for us first. Conan the librarian. Here we go then. Right, this is for us then. We want a double 6. This is for us. Ooh. So we're on 15. He is on 8. sorry to ask this, but can we stop after this? I'm so exhausted. Yes, that should sort of take us up to the end. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, look at that. It's only 11. That is 5. Here we go. Here we go. This is for us. Oh, 7 points. So we're on 17. Which bit of his man and which bit of his orc? I think it's right down the middle. So it's like got one big tooth like that, and then the other's just normal. Well, human normal. Apologies for missing the last 2 parts, being more exhausted than usual. No worries, Lerin. No worries. You're more than welcome to join us again. How much are we doing? Well, we normally play for an hour and a half. We've been playing an hour and 20. So we'll probably just do this combat and then we'll call it a night. Oh, sorry, that's how much damage. Sorry. It's 2 points of damage, so he's now on 5. He's a man orc, not very... yeah, he's not a man orc, he's a very naughty boy. Right, here we go. Here we go. This is for us. We're on 10. That is... Oh, look at that. Bish, bash, bosh. That's 10. We're on 20. Can he win? He can't beat us. Oh, no, yes, he can. He's rolling 2 dice, but he can't, because that is 8, 9, that is 13. So he's now on 3. He's nothing. He's nothing to us. I don't hear you congratulating me on the dice rolls now that I'm rolling well. Yeah? Yeah? He's not quite dead. He's got 3 points. We need to injure him 2 more times. So this is for us. That's 15. We're on 10 plus 5. That's 15. This is for him. Oh, that's 6, 7, 8. That's 16. That's 16. He got a cheeky little stab in there. So that's 2 points from us. So we're on 14 now. He's no weedy mugger. Yeah, for those of you that didn't follow that adventure, we got done in by a weedy, skinny mugger that did us. Well, you haven't won yet. Yeah, I know. It's me getting all cocky with my dice rolls. Having a go at you. Right, here we go. This is for us. We're on 10. Oh. 20 points. Can he win? He can. Can he win? If he gets 12, yeah. So he needs 2 6s. Right, so he's going to get a double 1. This is for him. Oh, no! That's 10, but that's only 18. So we did win. My Jiminy Cricket. So he's down to 1 stamina point. That's more like it, exactly. A draw. No, that wasn't a draw. That wasn't a draw. We got a 10. He got 10. He's on 8 skill, so he's on 18, and we've got 10, so we're on 20. What are you talking about? Julian, have I got that wrong? We're not in the dungeon yet. I know. I know. That's where it's all going to go wrong. Much like Charles said, the WAS... Yeah, us qualifying rounds much more strict than Deathtrap, right? No, if you rolled 2 6s as predicted... Oh, I see, yes. Yeah. Finish him. Right, here we go, Zods. This is the one. This is for us. That's not too good. That's not too clever. 13 we're on. He's on 8. Oh, no. Oh, what's that? 6. Yeah, so that's 14. Oh, just beat us there on that one. So we are now on 12 points of stamina, though. I think we got more stamina. Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry, we can do him. This is it. This is for us. We're on 10. Oh, no. Yeah, ouch, my foot. Yeah, we just stabbed our foot. No way, stop it. Alright, come on, look. Right, so we're on 13. It's alright, it's going to get double 1. It's going to get double 1. We're back to normal again. Here we go, come on. Double 1. Okay, so it's alright. Just relax, it's fine. We're on 10. We're on 10. We've got loads of stamina. Loads of stamina. Who's getting through? Thump, the priestess, the ninja? I don't know, this is not anywhere. Don't worry about it. This is yes. Double 12. No, double can't get double 12. 12. This is it. We're going to get 2 6s. Come on. Okay. That didn't quite go to plan. So we're on 14. We're on 14. It's all right. It's all right. It's going to get double 1. 14. Got 16. The ghost of Throm guides your hand. Yeah. Right, we're on 8. It's all right. It's all right. It's just a mere flesh wound. Let's die together. It's just a flesh wound. It's all right. Right, this is for us. No, this stop mucking. Gockle Snook, stop mucking about. Right, here we go. This is for us. Yes, look at that. 9. We're on 19. This is for him. Looks like the spider in the dice tower isn't a joke. Yeah. Here we go. We're on 19. This is for him. That's 10. He's on 18. Yes. Get in there. I don't care how he dies. It was skin of the teeth stuff. Squeaky bum time. We did it. We did it. Loot the body. Eat the body. We must be starving after that. Fatality. We give the orc a literal split personalities. We cleave him down the middle. Yeah. 1 point difference. Yeah, he had 1 point of life left. Yeah. Dem's the jammy odds. That's all we need, though. It's all you need. You know, you got to roll with it. You got to roll with the luck. See, this is it. You can use luck to re-roll dice, I think, or do something with dice in battles, but I tend not to do that. Loot the corpse. Let's hope we can. Right, then, I'm going to read this out. Just to see what happens. With the man-orc slain, you watch the final battle, which ends with the barbarian slumping to the ground. All the spectators rise to their feet to applaud the victors. Even Lord Carnuss stands and claps. You are exhausted, but relieved to have survived the elimination contest. While the spectators begin to make their way to the dungeon to watch the start of the contest, you look around the arena and see that the victors are the monk, the warrior knight, the thief, the assassin, and Thump, who punches the air triumphantly. Yes, Thump! I'm not happy the assassins made it, though. He had to split. Meaty tubes, anyone? Yeah, meaty tubes. It's time to start dungeon running. Yeah, Sub-Zero is cooling off. Right then. You are led out of the arena by the officer and taken to a small building nearby to rest and eat. He offers you a plate of tasty meaty tubes. Add 2 stamina points. This is it. This is what we're here for. 10. We're back up to 10. Nobody's talking and you decide to break the silence and introduce yourself to others. The thief bows and says, "Greetings. Fingers Foily is my name and thieving is my game. In case you're wondering, I was given the nickname Fingers. Not because it's a thief's name, because my little fingers were cut off as punishment for sneaking out of the Black Lobster Tavern in Port Blacksand without paying for my drinks. I usually get away with it, but not in Port Blacksand." Kids book, remember? Kids book. Thump asks him how he was able to defeat the priestess. "Oh, that was easy. I didn't lose my thieving skills when I lost my finger. As we chatted while walking across the arena, I slipped her magic ring off her finger without her noticing. You should have seen the look on her face when she realised what I'd done." The monk is called... hang on. Erzman Ho, and he says he's from Fang. Sukumvit raged for days when he heard about his brother's dungeon. "Silly old fool," he scoffs, leaning on his staff. The armoured warrior knight is from Chalice and goes by the name of Cadwell. He is a man of few words and looks to be quietly assessing everyone's strengths and weaknesses. The last contestant is Azura Zhang from Zengus. "Watch your back. I'm an assassin," she says mischievously with a sly smile. Trumpets suddenly blare to signal that it is time for you to enter Carnuss's Dungeon of Despair. As you get ready to go, Thump whispers in your ear, "Shall we make a pact not to fight each other in the dungeon?" Take care, Sally. Oh, Sally off. Goodbye, Sally. Thank you for watching. We press scan into the ones like Charlotte. Or is this voluntary competition? This is a voluntary competition. No, we weren't press scanned. We did want to go there. The prize is the Golden Orb. Is it the Golden Orb? Yeah, the Golden Orb of Fang, worth 25,000 gold pieces. What kind of career is being an assassin? I know. It's a dead end job. Thank you, Sally, for watching. I do appreciate it. Right, so I'm going to ask you 2 questions now. We surely can eat provisions, can't we? Surely we can eat one of our provisions. We're allowed to do that, aren't we? Type yes if you think we are allowed and you'd like to eat provisions, or no if you don't want to eat provisions. Cold hot chocolate, which doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think we should be, because, you know, we're in the downtime. I do love all the little filler illustrations as well in these. Yes, given we should buy... Yeah, exactly. Be able to supplement with our own. Okay, so I'm going to write down 9 provisions. And now we are back up to 14. 14 out of 20, which is not too bad. We might want to consider eating a bit more. A few meaty tubes. Or some scale drake snacks. Take another, yes. So we get to 18, so it's only 2 off top. Are we allowed to take 2 in one paragraph? I know that's been a bit pernickety, but that monk is probably very age and Shallon-like. And Shalloin? I don't know that word, Lee. I don't know. I still don't know that word. What does that mean? You're too clever for me, Lee. Should we take another one off? Type yes if you want to eat another provision, so we go up to 18. And then I have another question for you. Shallowlin. I still don't know what it means. Part 2 next time, yes. We can eat as many as we like. Oh, okay. Should we do that then? All right, let's do another one. Because we got 8, so we are up to 18. So it's probably, yeah, it probably is good to go into the arena. Sorry, to go into the dungeon slightly more healthy. Okay, and then the last option, the last choice for tonight is: do you want to make a pact with Thump that you're not going to fight each other in the dungeon? Type yes if you want to make that pact, or no if you don't want to make the pact. Martha is struggling to stay awake, and also, though, she would like a pact with Thump. Always deal with Thump. Yeah. The thing is, though, there can only be one winner. And we've got emotionally involved with him now. We've kind of befriended him. So, you know, when it comes to stabby at the end, Zod also would like to do that. Yes, I'd like a nice trade agreement with Thump. Yeah, hopefully he gets out a parchment, starts writing out the contract. Okay, so Julian would also like a pact with Don Thump Jr. Pact meat tubes, pact maybe not. Oh, Lee's on the fence, but it doesn't matter, unfortunately, because the majority of the vote is we would like to make a pact. So, there aren't any notes on this. There's no notes. We will have to just remember that we've made a pact with Thump. Right, so I'm just going to quickly look here. Okay, and there we go. We've made a pact with Thump. He's going to make a Blood Island great again. Yeah. There's so many slaves. We're going to make slaves great again. Right, here we go. The original assassins were respected holy warriors, says Lirin, trained by King Saladin to drive our King Richard's invading army of hypocrites out of Jerusalem. the word was corrupted into the negative English word for cowardly murdering mercenary out of jealousy for their superiority as warriors to Richard's knights. Nice bit of history there from Lirin. I like it. I've lost the chat. There's the chat. Thump's going to build a wall. Bigly. He'll break it and we'll have to kill him anyway. Yeah, I suspect that's what's going to happen, Lee. But, you know, we don't know that yet. We don't know. We have to trust him. We can share with him the yeah, and kick the lords. Oh, yeah, okay. That sounds good. Maybe both of us could take over Dungeon Island. Love this. I'm so here for it. Thank you very much, Glenn. I really appreciate that. And I do thank everyone for watching. If you didn't comment and you just watched, I appreciate that as well. So, next week we will start. So here's a question. I think realistically I'm better off starting at 7 p.m. now because I've got stuff to do just before the live stream. So, is everybody okay to start at 7 o'clock? Yeah, glad I made the preliminaries. Yes, thank you, Lirin. So thank you, Lirin. Martha's fine for starting at 7. So thank you, Julian. Thank you, Lirin. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Zod. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Jam. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Jonathan. And thank you, M. Yay, great start, Edra. Thank you, and thanks for the chat. Same again next week. Yeah, 7 o'clock. I think 7 o'clock, only because I've kind of got stuff to do and it's always a little bit tight for me. I'm happy with that 7 p.m. Good stuff. It has been a lot of fun. It has been. Thanks, Ken. No worries. The best dungeon ever. I built the best dungeon ever. I can't do an impression of. More literal stamina offline with 30 minutes of sleep. Yes, exactly. May your stamina never fail. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone that watched. So does Grockle Snook. And if you are interested, I do a Saturday morning live stream at 10 a.m. where I talk about creativity. It's called Edra Scrolls, Ramblings of a Storyteller. We talk about creativity. We talk about your creative projects. We talk about my creative projects, all focused around fantasy. We do a bit of rambling as well. So if you do want to join me, it's 10 a.m. UK time on Saturdays. Yes, catch up on the YouTube. Yes, lovely. Yes, thanks for joining us for the first time, Glenn and Zod. Next week, to the dungeon. I'm already here. I don't get out. We don't get out of the dungeon. You lot are lucky. Yes, to see what you missed. Yes, I'll be putting up all the episodes that I've failed to put up on YouTube because I put them all up on YouTube. Plus, I save them to Twitch. So if you do prefer watching them on YouTube, you can go to the Edra Tales YouTube channel as well. And I just put all these live streams up. Thank you so much. Until next time. May your thieving, gotta get the plug in, may your thieving never be caught. Curse you, auto mod. Yes, oh yes, Glenn, I'll be in touch. Because I need to sort out my Discord. Witty bants blocked. Always block your witty bants. Nice one, guys and girls. Take care. Until next time, may the magic of stories flow through you, always.